In the heart of a quaint little town, there stood a dilapidated mansion, shrouded in shadows and whispers of its haunting past. The mansion had long been abandoned, its walls echoing with the distant cries of the souls trapped within. Yet, amidst the dust and decay, there lay an antique mirror, its surface polished to a sinister sheen. One dreary afternoon, a curious soul stumbled upon an intriguing Craigslist ad. Antique mirror for sale, price free. Must pick up. Contact for details. Intrigued by the allure of the unknown, Sarah, a young artist seeking inspiration, decided to investigate. The address led her to the forsaken mansion, where the air was heavy with the weight of forgotten memories. As she approached the mirror, she felt a chill creep up her spine, but her curiosity overpowered her apprehension. With trembling hands, she reached out to touch its surface, only to recoil in horror as a voice whispered from within the glass. "Free me," it pleaded, sending shivers down Sarah's spine. Ignoring the warning signs, she decided to take the mirror home, unaware of the darkness that lurked within its depths. Meanwhile, across town, another Craigslist ad caught the attention of a young couple expecting their first child. Vintage doll for sale, perfect for nursery decor. Price negotiable. Contact for more information. Eager to create the perfect nursery for their unborn child, Emily and Michael eagerly responded to the ad. Little did they know, the doll held a sinister secret that would soon unravel their lives. Upon bringing the doll home, strange occurrences began to plague the household. Objects would mysteriously move on their own, and eerie laughter echoed through the halls at night. Desperate for answers, Emily delved into the doll's history, only to uncover a dark past stained with tragedy and malevolence. As the doll's grip on their lives tightened, Emily and Michael realized they were in a battle against forces beyond their comprehension. With each passing day, the line between reality and nightmare blurred until they were consumed by the darkness that lurked within the doll's glassy eyes. Elsewhere in the city, a book lover stumbled upon a Craigslist ad that promised a treasure trove of literary wonders. Vintage bookshelf for sale, rare editions and hidden gems. Price $100. Contact for viewing. Intrigued by the prospect of expanding his collection, Daniel arranged to meet the seller at an old bookstore tucked away in a forgotten corner of the city. As he perused the dusty shelves, his eyes fell upon a peculiar bookshelf, its shelves lined with ancient tomes and forbidden knowledge. Eager to possess such rare treasures, Daniel eagerly handed over the money, unaware of the curse that lay dormant within the books. As he brought the bookshelf home and began to explore its contents, he soon realized that the books held a dark power that threatened to consume him. Haunted by visions of a past he could not remember, Daniel found himself drawn deeper into the darkness that lurked within the pages. With each book he opened, he unleashed a new horror upon the world, until he was consumed by the darkness that had taken root within his soul. Meanwhile, in the heart of the city, a struggling artist stumbled upon a Craigslist ad that promised to unlock his creative potential. Unique sculpture for sale. One of a kind. Price $500. Contact for details. Intrigued by the sculpture's enigmatic description, James arranged to meet the seller at a rundown warehouse on the outskirts of town. As he laid eyes on the sculpture, he felt a strange pull, as if it were calling out to him from across the void. Determined to capture its essence, James purchased the sculpture and brought it back to his studio, unaware of the darkness that lay coiled within its intricate design. As he worked tirelessly to bring his vision to life, he found himself consumed by an insatiable hunger for perfection. But as the sculpture took shape, James realized too late that he had unleashed a force beyond his control. With each stroke of his chisel, he breathed life into a nightmare that threatened to consume him whole. Trapped in a world of his own making, he realized that some creations were better left untouched. As Sarah, Emily, Michael, Daniel, and James each grappled with the horrors unleashed by their Craigslist finds, fate conspired to bring them together in a final cataclysmic confrontation. Driven by desperation and a flicker of hope, they embarked on a journey to uncover the truth behind their cursed possessions. Guided by an ancient prophecy and fueled by the power of their collective will, they ventured into the heart of darkness, where their fates would be decided once and for all. With each step, they faced unimaginable horrors and trials that tested the limits of their strength and resolve. But as they drew closer to their final destination, they realized that their true enemy was not the cursed objects themselves, but the darkness that dwelled within their own hearts. In a climactic battle that spanned the boundaries of time and space, they fought bravely against the forces of evil that sought to consume them. With each blow, they struck a blow against the darkness, until at last, they stood victorious against the night. But as the dust settled and the echoes of battle faded into the ether, they realized that their journey was far from over. For as long as there were shadows to hide in and whispers to be heard, the darkness would always find a way to return. And so, they vowed to remain vigilant, to stand guard against the encroaching darkness, and to never forget the lessons they had learned along the way. For in the end, it was not the cursed objects that defined their fate, but the choices they made in the face of adversity.